Yeah,
Good. All
yeah, I
right.
can see it.
Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy.
Yep, that mummy is so cursed.
Yes, absolutely cursed. It's like one of those weird things you would see on Tumblr, like, this is the cursed image. 10 people
Yeah.
died after seeing this.
Now you have to reblog it, or 10 people more will die. I do like Sphinx's tail. Um, so yeah,
We've talked about, what I like
yeah,
to call
Spyro's ass.
the Crash Bandicoot's ass. Sonic's
Right.
ass. The Sonic's ass
Son-
principle.
yeah, Sonic's ass. I think this is the thing that where we first talked about it.
No, we talked about it in Skylar and Plux.
Didn't we play that after this?
Yes, but in this one we were using Sphinx as an example. Ah, fuck.
Okay. Wow.
I beat that mini boss and don't take a single hit, but that thing gets me.
Yeah.
This
But
the ram is what killed you when you were doing the last.
oh yeah, I'm not the one playing this time.
Oh yeah,
It's
I am.
it's not my cup of tea, unfortunately.
Yeah, I like
Uh,
mine Earl Grey. Silver likes hers. What was it? Just pure black.
what?
What kind of tea do you like? Peach,
Uh,
raspberry.
wow,
Lots of.
peach. Because I'm from Texas, you're really saying peach tea because I'm from Texas?
I would say peach tea, but because like Georgia, because you know.
You have offended me and all my people, but yes, I actually do like peach tea. Although what I've been drinking the shit out of lately isn't tea, despite being made by Brisk.
Mm.
Brisk has fantastic tea, by the way.
Oh,
Um, like iced tea and
we
all
got a
that.
cutscene.
Oh,
So you are Sphinx. How disappointing. I was expecting so much more. By
you
the end
haven't
of,
even told me one riddle.
by the end of this game, you will realize that Anubis is just furry bait.
I mean,
I know why you have come here. You wish to attempt that which many others before you have failed. If you wish to free the people of the cursed palace, you must prove to me that you are worthy. Your first test will be one of courage and faith. Come, Sphinx, come closer to me. Do not be intimidated by this deadly chasm of lava.
oh yeah, it's a leap of faith.
Yeah, classic Indiana Jones.
Yeah, God, I love Last Crusade.
Last Crusade is so good. The
It
second
is.
movie I'm hit or miss on. Like, it depends on, like, my mood. Like, it's like, I'm just in the mood for something stupid, then I enjoy it a lot more than
Yeah.
if I'm looking for something closer to the first movie.
Yeah, well, the second movie is actually a prequel that takes place like 2 years before
Oh, yeah,
Raiders.
because they wanted to avoid having to use the villains of World War II again.
Yeah,
Ah, that was merely a party trick in comparison to the fool power I possess. Your second test will be one of skill and technique. You must
I love
capture
it.
3 fire armadillos. Yes, we're going full Pokemon on this bitch. Get to it.
Capture beetles.
Yes, these are your Pokeballs. Prove to me that you are worthy, and I will grant freedom to some of the Cursed Palace inhabitants.
Only some.
Yes, only some. At least a sum total of 2.
Mm. So, we
All
were
right.
talking about the other day. We were talking about how if we could find a mod to give Sora the original design concept, I would totally play. And we did find one, but it just looks terrible because and I think it's absolutely because they didn't go hard enough on the arms and legs.
I think it's because it's like it's not a new model. It's literally just the old Sora model, but with really cheap looking upscaling on
Add-ons.
the outfits. Whatnot.
Yeah. It's like it's a model swap where they didn't put in enough effort.
There's Sonic Generations, a game I played a lot of, does a lot of model swap.
Oh yeah, so does the Spyro Reignited.
Spider-Man United has a lot of really good model spots. That's has like
Yeah,
really good rigging.
yeah. I want to play with the Fat Spyro mod.
I don't like it.
I know. We should play we should play with like the Cinder mod because I know you like that.
Oh, that is a very cute. There's like 5 different Cinder mods, all of varying quality, but like
Did we? I forget. Did we play it for the YouTube channel, or did I just when I played it? Was it just to live stream?
live stream.
Okay, we
Oh,
should definitely do
okay.
it
So here's something interesting. In order to use the
once.
capture beetle for this
Yeah.
game, you use the camera stick.
What?
It actually works a lot more fluidly than you would think.
Um.
So I'm gonna just oh dang it, I missed it. Okay. I'm gonna run up here and use the capture beetle to demonstrate. I'm moving the camera left, right, like so. Capture
Yeah.
beetle. I'm moving the stick. The camera doesn't move. Instead, I control the beetle now, and the
Oh.
camera is attached
Okay.
to the beetle.
Oh, that's actually pretty interesting.
It works a lot better once you get like really used to the controls. But definitely when I was younger, it did throw me a bunch.
Yeah.
Let me try something. Oh, and guess what?
What? Oh, you can release them and they'll attack things.
Oh, they're used for solving puzzles, specifically like these wooden crates.
Okay. And then they die.
And then they die, yeah, which is a shame.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. Which means you have to
Man,
collect a lot of them.
Sphinx is terrible at Nuzlocke.
I guess if you're like really good at like aiming, you can like just have the fire armadillo hit the fire armadillo hit everything. But I'm not that good at aiming.
So you control the fire armadillo as well?
No. The fire armadillo becomes its own thing after it leaves the ball.
Oh, and it just targets the nearest.
Yeah, it does a straightforward roll attack in the direction it's released. But since I put it really close to the objects to make sure I always hit, they sort of just like set it on fire and then
That
die.
makes sense. All right. Yeah, I think maybe next year, once Activision has a different people in charge, and we could totally play.
Ah, you succeeded. I expect you to fail like our friend Horace. He's not very good at Pokemon. It seems you are made of sterner stuff. By this I mean you're like the Pokemon protagonist. He's like the secondary character who just follows you around.
The rival,
The
who's
rival,
always like
yes.
the rival is usually like one step ahead.
That depends on the game. He's more like How.
Oh, well, how's not the rival? You're the rival in that game.
Now I'm pretty sure it's How.
Well,
Very
no, but
well. These curse stones will free 2 of the inhabitants of the cursed palace. Now you not only have the power to capture any enemy, you can also release fire armadillos and slim burbles. These creatures are powerful tools that will aid you in your quest. Use them wisely. Wisely! I may call upon you again in the future, Sphinx.
so my logic is that How chooses the Pokemon that's weak against whatever you choose, and is always one step behind, which makes you the rival.
That would make you the rival to Bianca, then. Because Bianca does the exact same thing in Black and White.
Yeah, yeah, she does.
I
But
think
also,
one of my main criticisms of like Sword and Shield and what? There we go. Dang it.
oh, you take fall damage.
You gotta take fall damage.
Oh.
But if you know what you're doing, boom.
So, Sword and Shield
In
criticism.
Sword and Shield, uh, what's his face?
The rival.
The rival character. What's his name?
I don't
He's
know.
not Leon. He's Leon's younger brother. I'll call him
Sounds weird.
Hoppity. So Hoppity, Uh,
Sphinx! You're here to convince Anubis to free some people from the cursed palace? And I hate to admit that I was wrong about you, so I won't. You proved yourself my equal and demonstrated goodwill, so I've decided to give you a present. It's no ordinary gift, it's a dark stone of invisibility. It grants people the power of invisibility to any person that uses it.
that is so cool. I can turn invisible. This game is automatically 10 times better because you get to turn invisible whenever you.
Really? No. Is there any like limitation, like a time limit, and then it has to recharge?
We'll get into it. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, I'm sure it'll be useful on your quest. But fuck you. I apologize. I will say it is. Is he being genuine in his apology though, or is he just being a
Don't
smug
use it.
asshole?
It's a trap. That really is the dark stone of invisibility, but the power of invisibility has a nasty side effect. It causes instant death. Yeah, sure, you're invisible now, but you're literally dead, so no one's gonna find the body. I love it. It's so petty.
It is. That's why I was asking if he was genuine in his apology.
Of course, Tutankhamun would be able to use it without danger to himself. He's already dead.
Oh, wow, motion, but
Keep the stone for now. We will send it to our friend the mummy when we get the opportunity. I am afraid you must not trust Horus any further. Jealousy of your achievements has clearly affected his judgment. Who knows his true motives?
plot twist, but that's Imhotep, right?
Yeah, Zemotep.
If I remember. All right, plot twist. Imhotep is actually the evil one, and Horus is genuinely a nice guy.
Perhaps his survival in Uruk was not simply a matter of good fortune. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
And now captured beetles can appear in the wild. Kinda neat.
Yeah, because you got the
Dang it,
upgrade.
no! Okay.
You killed it.
Oh, whatever.
You critted, and now. I like the armadillos. They're cute.
Yeah. I like all the monster designs in this game. Oh, which do you like more, fire or lightning?
What has lightning?
There's a lightning version of the fire armadillo.
Oh, then let's do lightning.
Well, you can't use the lightning as like an item, so.
Oh,
It's like I find the one downside of the lightning one, but like the lightning one is.
well, what's it do?
It does the exact same thing, but it's lightning.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
I just like lightning more than fire sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Has the CEO of Activision, that was the
Bobby Kotick.
yeah, has he resigned yet, or is he still
He
not
is
going to
still
resign until
holding
next
on.
year? Ugh.
Alright, so I'm gonna do this real quick because this is gonna benefit me in the long. You see that giant rock up there?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I tried to clip my way up it.
Yes.
Oh my god, camera.
Yeah, the camera does that sometimes. But it's like any other camera. You gotta control it. The camera's like the working class.
Oh, now you can set this thing on fire.
You get to see that nice effect too, by the way.
Yeah. I think I did manage to clip up here.
No,
And
this is how you're supposed to go. You're supposed to use the mummy bird. So you got up there and the right way, I believe.
okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, treasure.
Let's go see. Ah, fuck.
Lasers. Ancient Egyptian laser beams.
Yeah, we're in Yu-Gi-Oh now.
Speaking of, I talked about this with Biddy on the Wind Waker episode, but there was this one person who apparently had never heard of Yu-Gi-Oh and was asking stuff like what the Shadow Realm is and who Seto Kaiba is. But like they were like, "What's the Shadow Realm?" and "Who's that guy?" I've seen him posted in a lot of places, referencing the GIF of Kaiba getting obliterated.
Yeah.
Uh, and so I explained that the Shadow Realm is the place in Yu-Gi-Oh that people go when they definitely don't die.
I heard your phone. Was that your phone?
Yeah, that was my phone. Sorry.
That's fair.
Uh,
That's
yeah.
not okay.
Oh, you already didn't you already do the bird thing?
Yeah, but I got one more thing I need actually.
Yeah, okay. So yeah,
You
it's
see, it's not just the fire armadillos that I can use. There's one more thing.
the laser beams,
Well, laser beams are neat and all, but
the bird. You capture the bird.
no, I mean I can't. I wish I could. That's a cool ass bird.
Yeah.
No.
Um,
I can
and
capture
so
one more thing, and you're gonna see in a moment what it is. Get there.
and to describe Kaiba, I described him as the guy that turned a military weapons manufacturing company into a technologies company that's dedicated to creating an immersive experience for his children's card game.
And it works.
I mean, yeah, but he pissed off the board of directors to the point where they were trying to transfer their souls into
Into the card
other.
game that he was a big fan of, so who wins
Well,
out in the end?
that was just a trap to get the kids there that they were gonna. Why? Okay, so what? Why were they trying to steal the bodies of the kids?
Because they got trapped in the digital realm because their actual bodies were dead.
Yeah, but like, why the kids? Like, they specifically lured in the kids
Or they
who.
specifically were aiming to lure in Seto Kaiba.
Oh right,
Um,
Kaiba and Mokuba.
yeah. So because Kaiba and Mokuba were wanted by the other guy who was in charge of them, so they were like,
Yeah,
"Oh, we'll
Noah.
just take his friends while they're there." Seto
Oh,
Kaiba
that's
having
hilarious.
friends.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. Watch this.
Oh, that's hilarious. Is he gonna revert?
It does. It will eventually.
It's like the
It takes its
signs
time. It
in
takes its time.
Zelda.
You can see the hitbox is still there. Nah, whatever.
Yeah, it's not important.
Anyway, I just really want those guys. They're very helpful to have around.
What do they do?
You see that? That rock
Uh
right there?
oh, do they
Ah,
explode?
fuck.
You
Okay.
got lasered.
Ah, gosh. Ah, well. I'll deal with that later.
Ancient Egyptian laser beams.
Yeah, more powerful and deadly than a regular laser beam.
Yeah. God. Today was exhausting at work.
Oh, I get that. But I wasn't working today. I
Oh,
worked the
lucky.
4th. And the Sunday before that, and the Saturday, and the Friday, and the Thursday, and
The work that I would have done on the 4th was split to Friday and today.
oh right, I didn't open this yet.
Oh yeah, that's the whole reason why you did the bird thing.
Yep. And the slime burbles.
Don't
Slime
know what those
burbles.
are.
You got a gold Ankh piece.
Oh, that's
Yay!
probably health.
Collect 4 of these, and a person with the right skill will be able to increase your health capacity. This is a
Oh, so
little.
it's not so it's not enough to just collect 4. You also have to take them to someone specific. What
Yeah.
is this? Breath of the Wild?
Admittedly, I'm a bit annoyed because like the person who can do it appears in the mid game.
Oh, that's bullshit.
It is, but from what I understand, it's mostly a result of having to move characters around.
Oh, right.
because of production hell.
Yeah, the shadow is set and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I haven't been in here yet.
Oh, they're illusory. Oh god, I remember these assholes.
Yep. Ooh, wait. I can capture one of them.
What do they do?
Well, I can't use them, but I want one. Because I get to sell them and get them stuffed.
Oh, that sounds horrifying. Also, it seems to be a very easy way to defeat them.
Yeah, a little.
Honestly, why don't you just capture every enemy?
That's how I usually do it, to be fair. You gotta
'Cause,
damage
yeah.
them till they have 1 hit point left, and then you can capture them.
I see.
So it's not a completely one-shot sort of deal.
Yeah.
If you capture every enemy in the game, you capture every enemy in the game.
There's no bonus?
Not that I recall.
That sounds like bullshit.
There probably is, I just don't remember what it was.
Ugh. The oh god, those little things those little scorpion looking things remind me of the tiny things in Eternal Darkness. The ones that teleport, the trappers. It reminds me of the
Probably.
trappers from Eternal Darkness.
Alright, so the Yellowstone goes here.
Yep, it's the Chaos Emerald.
Look how well animated this is, though.
Alf! It's Alf!
What is this strange place? Why, you surprise me there, stranger. I was summoned from Abydos to write the Pharaoh's autobiography. Then I started to feel ever so sleepy. Next thing I know, here I am with you. The strange events have given me a great idea for a gripping new book. I'm going back to Abydos immediately to start work on it. Thank you for your help, stranger. Take this book of mine as a gift. When you're in Abydos, don't hesitate to drop by for a chat. Toodle pip. You got the Book of the Dead.
Oh, nice! Now you can resurrect Imhotep and terrorize Brendan Fraser.
With this ancient tome, you can summon Basket to transport Kenobi bases to the mummy.
I'm guessing. Actually, wait, what do the Canopic. Wait, what about the blue one? You have a blue gym as well.
I know, that's in the next area.
Oh, I thought there was a blue thing behind you.
No, that's a different blue. I have a
Oh,
light blue. That's a dark blue. That's the wife. That's the prissy bitch. Oh no, I think I have the red one actually. Yeah, there we go.
oh, I don't know why I thought you had blue. Oh, because of the invisibility crystal.
Oh yes.
That was what was blue. Oh,
Well,
it's a Scotty dog.
you want to voice him?
Nah.
Wait a minute, this is the Pharaoh's palace. How in the world did I get here? Of course, I was called to work on the palace gardens. I don't recognize any of these other people, though. Blimey, I thought the Pharaoh had banned all visitors. I wonder how he will feel to see all these stone people everywhere. Anyway, I should get back to the farm and find my brother. He must be worried about me. Thanks for freeing me, my friend.
I'm gonna guess his brother's dead.
No, his brother's the dude outside. You should come by the farm. It's just up the hill outside here. Come and see us and we'll help you if we can. So, since we haven't played in a long time. I mean,
Yeah,
since
almost a
last
year.
week. Since last week.
Oh yeah, last week. Today, the current date is October 4th, 2021.
Yep.
And we haven't played since last week, but I have the memory of the goldfish. I don't know if I've ever told anyone that.
Yes. So we're gonna run into them in about a second as soon as this area loads. Right there. There you are! Thank you so much. I really can't thank you enough for freeing my brother. I was getting desperate. I thought I would never see him again, but thanks to you, we're reunited. My brother and I would love to get back to the farm, but not while those deadly eyes of Ra are out there. It looks like our misfortune is set to stay with us.
Oh.
And now this is why I collected the Slim Burbles.
So, oh, I see. You can drop it on them and explode them.
Well, I have to go up behind them, but principle still stands.
So, what was it you were talking about before?
Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, no, no. It was like a few seconds ago before we had the cutscene.
Yes. You don't remember, but that was the character. He was standing outside the building.
Oh.
I was saying we're gonna run into him as soon as we get out and see the cutscene. These are like,
Mm,
oh, the brother's dead. I'm like, oh no, he's still alive.
yeah, okay. Got. You know what I think is like a really horrifying situation?
Tell.
Because I was thinking about it here because I don't know how long the guy was in
Basis.
stone. Yeah, yeah. The idea of seemingly going to sleep or whatever, or just even just taking a while, but basically leaving and coming back, and all your loved ones are like really old or dead from old age and stuff.
Gosh,
Like,
that is brutal. Yeah.
yeah, like Interstellar had that with the guy's daughter being an old lady by the time he got back.
They did that with Captain America, and I'm like, oh, that's the most underutilized part they could have done with that.
Yeah, they really should have. I kind of. I mean, that was a really powerful scene in Winter Soldier.
Very powerful. One of my favorites.
I do wish that they had it played up a bit. Well, not played up, but I do wish that before the like at some point we got to see Steve see her again for the first time, and seeing her old rather than
Sort of
uh,
hopping into it, you know.
yeah, mentioning it and then not seeing the scene. Because like I'd love to see Steve's reaction when it first happens, basically.
That's fair.
Um,
Money, money,
yeah,
money. In a
it
rich
must be
man's
funny.
world.
Yeah, we both went to the same place.
Okay, now I can go for those rocks.
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia. Here we go
Here we go
again.
again. My
Uh-huh.
my, how can I resist you?
I have never. Okay, so I've seen part of the first Mamma Mia movie. Okay, you have to take a hit there because it's so awkward.
You can't do it in the water?
Nah, the water destroys the beetles.
Oh, that's lame.
You know, so you got to do it like really up close. And I think that's sort of like a design oversight. But like
Yeah.
now we can start
See,
collecting the gold piece.
yeah, and also the river is up. The river's increased in size. So you'd never seen Mamma Mia before?
I have seen Mamma Mia. I've seen parts of Mamma Mia. I've never seen the entire thing, but I've seen like most of it.
It's one of my favorite Meryl Streep films. Meryl Streep's a phenomenal actor.
She is. She does like a lot of really good movies.
Yeah, and also some not so good movies, but she's not the reason why they're not so good.
But she also did Devil Wears Prada, so
Well, yeah. The not so good movie I was thinking of was Into the Woods. At least in comparison to the play.
I think when you inevitably deal with like stuff like that, that's most just gonna be like translation stuff because inevitably something has to get changed.
I understand that, but they had a completely different tone. Like they had a completely different tone, and they went too far in the serious
Mm.
direction.
Excellent. All the eyes of Ra are destroyed. Now my brother and I can go back to our farming. Thank you. Don't forget to come visit, my friend. We'll help you in any way we can.
She was also in Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I need to see that. You tell
You
me
haven't
stuff I
seen?
will. I've seen Dog Island, another Wes Anderson stop motion film of that type.
We should play Dog Island for the Wii.
Maybe. Okay. You see these? Do you know what these are?
Places where meteors hit,
They look like it, and I thought so too for the longest time. Turns out,
worms come
hidden
out.
hidden within this game is a farming simulator
Uh,
that I never knew about. I was like, huh, this is weird. I don't have all of the gold pieces I need. Something must be missing. And then I Google it and it's like, oh, there's a farming simulator.
uh, so I can name one film that had I'm gonna name a film that had Meryl Streep in it. I want you to guess who the character was.
Okay.
Series of unfortunate events.
Aunt Josephine.
Yep,
You know how I know? Because I've seen that film a dozen times.
I know.
I,
Uh,
uh,
God,
yes,
I like
thanks to
Meryl
you, my
Streep.
brother and I can go back to our farm work. We're farming. We're crypto farmers.
Oh God, no.
Oh, they're too likable for that. I wouldn't do that to them.
Yeah,
We
they
found it.
actually do work.
We want you to have this. We found it while farming, but it looks very valuable. I wonder what's inside. You open it up and it's someone's liver.
Yeah.
Part of the soul of Tutankhamun is stored inside. Specifically, his lower intestine.
Yeah, I forgot about the absolute basket case.
Literally named Basquiat.
Yeah, it's a little dumb.
I mean, inevitably something dumb will slip into something great. So we're on to another mummy section. Ooh.
I, eh,
You,
I,
you, you
I
didn't seem fond of the mummy stuff.
well, yeah, because like, yeah, I had different expectations going in based on what I was told about it, and it's not just this game where that's happened. There's also Tunic.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be
Except
honest.
Tunic is actually not a good. Tunic is not a
You
good
didn't
game.
have a good experience with Tunic. We'll say
It was
that.
way too cryptic. It didn't get posted because the recording
'Cause
was not usable.
fair enough. Good to see you again, my friend. As promised, I've delivered the second canopic vase, and you look healthier than ever. Sphinx also sent something you might be very interested in. The Dark Stone of Invisibility. It's a magic artifact that turns you invisible whenever you activate it. However, it has one serious limitation. It can only be used when you are standing still. Start walking and it will be visible at all once more.
Oh, so it's the uh oh shit, what was it called?
With this new artifact, you should be able to explore and research more of this evil place. We need to find out what's going on here as soon as possible. Good luck. You know,
Which is the item in TF2, the spy item that gives you unlimited
Cloak and Dagger?
invisibility? No, no. I think Cloak and Dagger is the one that. Actually, wait. I think it is the Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, I know the Cloak and Dagger because I read the comic VG Cats.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I was thinking the Cloak and Dagger was your eternal reward. I was getting those confused in my mind.
Your eternal reward is great though. That is a great Aladdin quote.
Oh, absolutely.
Your reward, your eternal reward. I'm gonna be
God,
honest. The first Aladdin movie is great. and I think the third one is just as fun.
Yeah, I think Aladdin had the best straight to VHS sequels.
Outside
Because,
of
like,
Lion King.
huh?
Outside of Lion King.
Well, yeah. Well, I said sequels, plural.
Lion King had 2 sequels.
Well, it had one sequel and one remake. Well, not remake, but one reinterpretation.
Midquel?
Yeah, interquel.
Interquel, yeah.
Yeah. Well, mm, it's a retelling of the original story
From like
from a
a
different
different character
perspective.
perspective. Yeah. Fair enough.
So I don't know what I would call it.
Eh, okay. So this is the area you enter through the last area, so they seal it off. Here's the next one.
All right.
That is misery-inducing if you don't have the timing down, which I do.
Yeah, I would not be having fun.
Oh, fuck. Just
Oh
around the
no.
corner is that guy, so it always makes it harder. Can't really turn the camera to peer at him.
Big Rippy.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go straight down the middle this time.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Okay, here we go.
Good. I think the
I did it! Whoa! Nice, without, like,
night.
constant failure. Trivia. You can set yourself on fire with this, but the fire doesn't last long.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's Set, the big bad. Quick, push him into the fire. End the game quickly.
Do it.
Master, a spy in Heliopolis has returned to inform us about Sphinx. You want to voice Set?
Actually, I think. Oh yes, yes. I think that I was voicing Set and you were voicing the guy with the nose.
Yeah, probably. Either or.
Splendid. Horus, our new ally. What news do you have for us? You want to voice Horus? I think you were already voicing Horus.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I was doing what my Beardly voice.
I mean, that is a valid voice. That's the kind of voice I was going for earlier.
Master, I'm very. Oh, God, I don't even remember what voice I did for Birdly. I'd have
It,
to
it was
watch.
it was kind of nasally. It was like, yes, like Jet, the Snap Cube version of Jet.
Master, I'm very sorry, but I must inform you that Sphinx has made contact with Anubis.
You sound like you're pinching your nose.
I am.
I knew it. What? I did not expect him to get so far. I wonder, what did that old fox Anubis want from him?
Anubis is a jackal. How dare you?
Yeah. Are you saying all dogs look alike?
Well, no matter. He will be able to do very little. I have locked the access to Heliopolis Point with the magical seal of Atun.
Wonderful. The seal is indestructible. Even my power wouldn't be enough.
Only the Atun statue can be used to create the seal can break it, and it is stored upstairs under heavy protection. The seal is an unnecessary precaution. I decided a good-natured approach would be wise, so I gave him a small present. The Dark Stone of Invisibility. That is more Gilbert Godfrey than Birdly, I swear.
Honestly, Gilbert Godfrey would be a good voice. I could totally see him being voicing him.
Gilbert
May he
Gottfried,
rest in peace.
Gilbert Gottfried was born to voice annoying birds.
Absolutely. Gilbert Gottfried had the voice of an angel. Did you hear him doing a reading of 50 Shades of Grey?
I think I have. When he uses it, he will suffer the most hideous of deaths.
Only a fool would use that stone. Either a fool or somebody who's already dead. Horace, I will reward you for your cunning. An excellent deceit that will benefit us without any doubt.
You want a story spoiler?
Is the reward death?
We never see Horus again. Interpret that as you will.
uh, yeah, it's his eternal reward.
Yeah, and where do I go from here? Oh, this way.
Upstairs.
Oh, I already went that way. There we go. Look at all these pictures of Set around. You can definitely tell this was concept art.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot.
What'd you do? Tab out?
I guess I did. I didn't intend to. So you want a little trivia? When
What's up?
this game was first released, this statue would ruin your game.
How so? Corrupt saves?
Yeah, it would corrupt the save, yeah.
Oh man, that's rough.
There was a chance. It didn't do it all the time, but there was always a chance.
Did you know that you can completely ruin your game of Twilight Princess if you save immediately after the Bridge of Eldin is taken?
Really?
Yeah, because it would take you to where you first entered Hyrule Field, which would be on the
Opposite
wrong
side.
side of the bridge.
Oh. Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, but considering it is right next to the loading zone for
Oh,
Kakariko,
I'm dead. Or am I?
there's 3 of you. Because you got sliced.
In thirds, yes.
Yeah, new puzzle mechanic.
Yep.
It's Triforce Heroes. God. I would love to play Triforce Heroes at some point, but unfortunately, like it was not a popular game.
So unlike the other areas, the special abilities in this one don't fade. But part of the trick here is making use of all of them. I found
Yeah.
another stolen jewel.
What do those do again?
You give them back to the city of so in like the early game, the famous city of like water has its beautiful jewel collection stolen.
Oh, right, the museum.
Yeah,
I did forget about the museum.
that's fine.
What do those do? Do they just push you off?
They push you off.
That's lame.
I mean, you can't die.
Well, I know, but I didn't know if they gave you some new power.
No,
I don't
they
know what
just push you
holes
off.
through. I don't know what holes through the torso would do.
This is neat. They trick you a little. They do 1, then 2, then 3 stabs. So, kind of clever.
It kind of reminds me of the catacombs in Dark Souls.
A bit. Wait, I need to
You need to set something on fire.
I need to collect all the onyx gems.
What do those do again?
You can buy a very exclusive set of very useful items using these onyx scarabs. You can only collect in these in the mummy portion.
Hmm.
So it can be stuff that's very useful and thus lost forever. So,
Yeah.
guess what I feel about that.
I do. I also hate permanently missable collectibles. There's a really bad one in Metroid Other M.
Oh, by the way, you can walk on lava when you're on fire. Cool.
I would assume that stepping into the lava sets you on fire.
No, you just to melt.
Oof. But yeah, there. So it was a 3D Metroid games. There is, because you can scan and archive all the information and shit.
Yeah, I think that's
Uh,
gonna be. I think that's Metroid. Metroid 2 Echoes.
the thing I'm thinking of,
Yeah, I think you're thinking
where
about Echoes.
probably maybe. But yeah, at one point, there's a collectible that will be permanently missed if you don't scan it, and it is on the door that you had just come through. So you will miss it if you do not immediately turn around before going to the next area.
Oof.
I thought it was other M.
It could be. It sounds
Yeah,
like Echoes though.
it probably is. God. So apparently, Metroid Prime's getting a Switch remake.
Really? When was this announced?
Uh, I think it was announced a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna double check.
I know it's been like rumored, but like nothing has come of it because they're working on Prime 4 right now.
Yeah, let's see. Uh, yeah, the Switch remaster is supposed to be. It was on about a week ago, a little over a week ago.
During the
Um,
last
the yeah, it's gonna be coming, or it's supposed to be coming sometime this year. It's a remaster of Metroid Prime.
Okay. Thank goodness. I would love to play
Yeah, it was on a. It was 8 days ago.
mm.
Um, I kind of so I have mixed feelings about like the current state of Metroid. I did not care about the Prime series in
That's
any capacity,
that's fair.
and I would love to see a remake of like Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion. However, I am worried that if they do, they're going to put in that really shitty parry mechanic. You
To be
got an
fair, the
atmosphere.
guy who made Metroid and also Metroid Other M really likes the parry mechanic since he believes it fills in like a missing part of Samus's kit.
I know, but in Metroid Dread, they overdid it because like trying to fight the bosses with that, first off, the parry mechanic doesn't even work half the time, and it's not a matter of like, oh, you just have bad timing. Like I am hitting it when it has the flash. I am hitting it at the appropriate time, and it's not fucking working. But sometimes it does work, even though I hit it at
I'm
the
gonna
same
throw
time.
this under the something works well for everybody else but doesn't work for you system that seems to happen regularly.
No, because I've met like I've vented about it to other people when I was playing Dread, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I have the same problem." I've only met like two people who never had a problem with the parry mechanic,
Hmm.
but yeah, no, the parry mechanic is it's not good, and also the bosses like
Require it.
the, technically no, but fighting without using the parry mechanic is like it does so little damage. Like it's almost impossible, well, or not impossible. It's very time consuming if you don't use the parry mechanic.
That's
Like
fair.
they obviously want you to use the parry mechanic, but also they made it borderline required, and that is where I draw the line. I wouldn't mind it if it was just to like the way I think it should
Speed
do is
fights
that
up.
huh, the way I think it should be done in terms of bosses is that it should stun the bosses, but like have the bosses be able to like be hit at the like whenever, but also have it be so if you can successfully parry, then they're stunned, allowing you to just wail on them
So
rather.
my experience with Metroid. particularly with Fusion, is that was a lot of the bosses, even in Fusion, you have to hit them in a very specific weak point anyway, which is a lot easier to do in like 2D than like 3D.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Fusion is a 2D, or not Fusion.
Dread.
Dread is a 2D technically. It has 3D graphics, but it is a 2D game.
2.5D.
Well, no. It's more like it's basically like an ant farm. Think of it like in an ant farm. You know?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's technically 3D. Everything is rendered in 3D, but its mechanics are based in 2D.
Keta, where are you? What am I going to do? My wife has gone missing. I awoke this morning and she was gone. Oh dear, something bad has happened to her. I can feel it. I thought I heard her voice in this building, but I'm too afraid to go inside. Curse my cowardice.
I'm gonna guess that's a Temple of Anubis.
Please go inside and rescue her, I'm begging you. Heliopolis has become such a terrible place. Monsters everywhere, people curse and cast in the sword. Now my poor Keta, please help me.
Considering the jackal symbol pointing to it.
Oh, that's just like Great Wall entrance too, leading to Uruk Canyon.
Oh, so it's just a sign texture?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't like this area. And I definitely feel that you would have hated it too.
Probably. Oh my god, those things are so cute! Yeah. You remember the soccer ball in America the Motion Picture?
Yes, the evil soccer ball that attempts to eat Samuel Adams.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
And he turns it into a football.
Yeah, by tying it with its own tongue.
Yeah. Come on. Stay still. There we go.
So what are these things called?
They are mummified chihuahuas.
Oh god, that sounds horrifying. Chihuahuas are already uh vicious as is. What are those?
That is a mummy worm.
Ew, I don't like those. You know what game might be
You know what this is?
a mummy centipede?
Awful. Horrible. Hate it.
Have you ever played Nightmare Before Christmas Oogie's Revenge?
Gosh, no, but I want to.
If we can, I think that would be a fantastic thing to play.
There we go. I got it. That was a great green worm.
Could be worse. It could be a purple worm.
That is a snake. And this is a half
What
brute.
is that? That thing is cute.
I agree. Very good design work, unlike all of the monsters here.
Man, if I was a Pokemon leader, I would have cute Pokemon, and they would kick your ass.
Fair enough.
My star would be a
Come on, get into the Pokeball. There we go.
Cinchino. Did you still take damage?
I still took damage, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have Pokemon like Cinchino and Togetic, an Eevee.
I can guarantee you this entire temple complex would have taken you 2 streams.
Probably. And I would be miserable the entire time.
Because I'm not even in, like, the... To be fair, there are, like, dungeons in Zelda that made me pretty miserable to go through.
Yeah.
The water temples, mostly.
I thought you had fun on the Twilight Princess Water Temple. Because
Nah,
like
that was the one that was sort of grinding my gears a little. Like I think it was the desert temples I like.
oh, that's it. The Desert Temple was the Arbiter Grounds was really good.
The Arbor Grounds is like great level.
Yeah. The I think the thing with the Water Temple that made you frustrated was that you had missed the boss key.
I can believe that. I missed the boss key in a lot of those, mostly because of, like how out of the way they were. I
Um,
liked
the Snow Peak ruins.
the Snow Peak ruins is fun. Yeah. See, I can take damage because it's not officially gone until like the magical special effects appear.
Yeah. Um, yeah, Snow Peak ruins and Arbiter Grounds are like the best ones of Twilight Princess.
So the thing about Sphinx is this game came out in like 2002, 2003. So by that point, like they're the only 3D Zelda games were like Majora's Mask and
Ocarina,
Ocarina. Yeah.
yeah, and maybe Wind Waker.
No, Wind Waker wasn't out yet. Wind Waker was like
Wind,
2004.
no, Wind Waker was 2002.
Really? Okay, I can
Yeah,
believe that.
September.
Okay.
September 2002. I know this because I looked it up to make because it was going to be 100 or not 100. It was going to be 20 years old
Oh,
this year.
fair
I
enough.
think, or maybe I was thinking of Mario Sunshine. Let me double check. I know that Wind Waker is definitely before 2003.
Okay. But yeah, for the most part, like this game is already well into development by like the
Uh,
time Wind Waker came out.
December. Yeah, December 2002.
Okay. So this game was definitely like at the tail end, midpoint like, slash tail end of its development by the time like Wind Waker was coming out.
Yeah.
So a lot of these are more like Ocarina of Time temples, I'd argue.
You know what? That probably is one of the contributing factors as to why I wasn't having fun.
That's fair.
Well, actually, I think that I think that Ocarina of Time had some a decent amount of good dungeon design. It's just mostly its story was god awful. Well, not god awful, but bland.
Of drag.
It was well, yeah, because you couldn't skip text or you couldn't speed up text boxes like you could in Majora's Mask, but also it was kind of bland and generic, and like there wasn't much to do outside of the main story because the side quests were all like
Go here, do this thing, give this to
what
this person.
they were very like surface level with one dimensional characters. The only side quest that had any kind of substance was the trading quest, and it was in specifically the stuff about the carpenter's son,
Mm.
because he his whole deal is that he went to the forest to go commit die.
So I recently, this is cool. I like the sound of the statue.
Yeah.
Needless little detail, but prepare yourself. Battle arena time. Lightning armadillo. No, fuck. Okay.
Uh, yeah, I would probably be miserable. Oh, I think when I played, what happened was I like saved when I had low health. I think
With
that's what it
Sphinx?
was. Yeah, yeah,
Probably. I can believe
it,
you doing that.
in that dungeon.
Well, you never
But,
got to this dungeon.
well, no, not this one, but in the one that I quit in, the one we started this one in. I think what happened was I saved with low health, and so I basically soft locked myself.
Well, it wasn't that you save with low health. It's that you.
Ah, ah.
What happened, I believe, if I recall correctly, is that you didn't save after solving most of the dungeon, and by that point, there we go, nice. And by that point, it was like, what were you gonna do? There we go.
Yeah.
Because you didn't. What were you? Did you want to go through the entire dungeon again?
Yeah. What am I gonna do? Spend 10 hours grinding so that I don't have to change my team?
Nothing. Okay.
Uh,
This is a bit of a.
unfair. How can you tell that they're ready to be captured? By the way,
They have golden sparkles.
oh, like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
On bird. Do it. There we go.
You only have one more, I think. One more capture beetle.
I probably have.
I'm a big fan of enemies that have a ground pound.
Yeah. The half brutes are kind of annoying though, because like you just gotta run around. But like the enemy variety is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it's a half brute on its own is not an issue. Like a half brute with like 5 other enemies surrounding it, that's an issue.
Yeah.
And I think that's where like this game's combat is, I'd argue, superior to like most of the Zelda games.
Because things attack at once rather than waiting for their turn.
Yeah, Zelda has a habit of like making their monsters show up one at a time, so it's like a little Congo line of enemies, all of which you
Yeah.
fight relatively the same way until like the latter games where they mix it up some.
Yeah, I think Wind Waker is when they start having things attack more than at more times.
Yeah,
Because in Wind Waker, there's a point where there's 4 dark nuts at once, and you have to you have to do your best to not get surrounded by them, and they do attack. Uh, uh, they attack not necessarily one at a time, but also you can position it so that they can attack each other if you're smart about it.
that's fair. So one of the
Um,
neat things is that enemies only drop health if they die.
so that's why you don't want to just capture everything,
I mean, you certainly can because like
but they don't drop health, which you need. Um, I don't know why, but this makes me want to play. It's probably the environment, but it makes me want to play God of War. Is that kind of
no,
dying?
I get that. God of War is a great game.
It is.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
good.
I don't think we could play the first game due to some of the content, and we don't exactly have an editor to censor.
I mean, we just need to make sure that it's listed as mature, and hope the YouTube copy bots don't come after us.
They, oof.
I think I think they do a lot of censorship in like both games. Like
There's the mini game.
I mean, the minigame, it's still like has the camera pan to the side, and you get to see the little vase wobble.
But yeah, I think that I think God of War would be. You know, we could just hide the window. We could just hide the window whenever that scene pops up, and then put the window back up whenever it's over.
Probably.
Oh god, these chili peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, I thought they were extinct. These minion-looking
Well,
motherfuckers.
of course they're not extinct. One of them kidnapped Leia.
Oh yeah, you're right. I was gonna call these like minion-looking mother effers.
Oh, don't insult them like that. These things are better than minions.
I am very unhappy that Minions 2 is making money off of bad memes.
Uh, I'm very unhappy that Minions is what ended up getting marketed. Because Despicable Me was a good movie. Like, don't get me wrong, the original Despicable Me was a really good movie, but they went way too hard on it, on advertising the Minions.
That's fair.
Like, Minions rivaled Elsa in terms of annoying marketing.
Oh, please don't say that. Elsa still is the queen of annoying marketing until the Minions had their own song.
They do.
You know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
Probably do. Probably
Didn't
got
they
like,
get a Didn't they get a song in the Minions movie?
I don't think so.
Oh,
You know, they probably did, but it was like in that fictional language that nobody speaks.
yeah. Also, like as annoying as Let It Go is, I do like Idina Menzel like as a performer because like she is a fantastic singer. If you've listened to anything from the Wicked soundtrack,
I have listened to plenty from the Wicked soundtrack.
yeah,
Uh,
Idina
I
Menzel is fantastic.
I recently believe that an article came out that was along the lines of, if Wicked is to get a movie version, it has to be a two-parter because nothing can come after
Defying Gravity.
Defying Gravity. Yeah,
I agree. I would absolutely be okay with Act 1 being its own movie and Act 2 being its own movie. Like I am completely cool with that.
boom. They have to teach you how to do that because if you don't, then you get stuck.
Yeah. Like yeah, I can definitely see
Look at
because
that! I got
like
100 gold scarabs. I don't think I have enough room.
but
Yeah,
yeah the
I cap it at 40 or 100. Oh well.
oh rip. But yeah, like Into the Woods had like it should have been a two-part movie because they had to cut out so much in order to fit both acts into a single movie.
I think because Into the Woods is mostly known for theater, it was probably considered too not enough of a safe bet, like to split it up. Like Wicked is a lot more famous, so there probably is like talk about, yeah, it probably would be like a better idea to make it a two-parter simply because of the
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, well, I mean, I disagree with saying that Into the Woods is niche. I
Well,
mean, it's
it's more niche. It's like saying like it's like saying Star Trek is like it's sort of like saying, oh god, what's a popular but not super popular sci-fi thing?
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica is compared to Star Trek.
Yeah, I guess I can see that.
It's like, yeah, Battlestar Galactica is fairly popular, but it's like it is definitely no Star Trek in terms of popularity.
Yeah,
And people who
um,
don't watch like the sci-fi TV probably don't even know what Battlestar Galactica is.
yeah. I never watched it, but I'm aware of its
Same.
existence. It it was Joss Whedon, right?
No, that's Firefly.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure Joss Whedon did Battlestar Galactica.
I don't think he did. I think he did Serenity, maybe.
I'm looking, I'm looking it up. I mean, someone can do multiple things.
Yeah, that's fair.
Uh,
Oh no, I'm trapped in a small room with these guys. Ah, fuck. I forgot how obnoxious they are. Okay. I might actually die. Oh no, I made it. Boom! I'm a genius.
let's see. No, you're right. It wasn't.
That's fair. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. This jump right here was the nightmare when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I'm serious. You got to be at the very edge to make that
Oh
jump.
no, I believe you.
Yeah,
Early 3D platforming had some of the worst platforming due to not really,
getting depth. You know.
well, yeah, not really having a good handle. That's why some of this. That's why the original Crash was so hard.
But to be fair, they were also like using that NES mindset.
Well, yeah, but also like a lot of the original Crashes like jumps were very because due to lack of depth perception,
Yeah.
was very.
Look out!
I like that.
Ah, this guy, he's coming to kill me. I'm doomed. I'm doomed.
Oh, and that's how they show you there's a trap there.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better to have like one of those scorpion things and like you run up to it and it starts to run away from you and runs into the trap rather than having an entire cutscene.
I think they wanted to make it clear that well, they probably didn't want to rewrite the AI just for that.
Don't the scorpions run away from you?
Oh, you're thinking about the smaller things? That would have been easy to miss.
I mean,
I guarantee you, most players would probably not even notice one if it was running away from them and ended in a trap zone.
I mean, you would definitely hear the trap and see the trap going off.
I suppose, but they probably wanted to make it like very obvious because like this entire puzzle is
Yeah,
based around turning it off.
I guess. That box is so
Imagine.
floaty.
Hmm?
I said the box is so floaty.
This is not a floaty box. Look at it. I'm clearly holding it.
I know, but when you throw it. See?
I suppose.
Yeah. The oh god. What you know what one of Seth Green's more famous roles was early on?
To be fair, I didn't even know who Seth Green was until he did Kung Fu Panda.
He was in Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah, he was Mantis. Oh, that's Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Never mind. I have no idea who Seth Green is.
Seth Green played Dr. Evil's son in Austin Powers.
What else has he
It's the-
done?
He's the one who created Robot Chicken.
Oh.
He voices Chris in Family Guy.
Oh, he's the guy who spent like how much money on his
Yeah,
fucking
the
ape NFT?
NFTs. Yeah, his monkeys got kidnapped. uh, he got it back for $250,000.
I mean, yeah, that dude's probably like saying to himself, like, thank goodness.
Yeah, but honestly, well, not okay. Mad respect to the concept of scamming celebrities out of their uh, who have invested in NFTs, but also no respect to anyone involved in NFTs. Like, I hate the idea of NFTs, but I love the idea of
People getting scammed because they invested in.
yeah, people who have invested in NFTs getting screwed over. That is like I don't want to have people.
On one hand, I definitely feel bad for people who were scammed on NFTs because a lot of people are probably like, my family mentioned it to me and they said it was a good investment and I'm a poor artist, so I got involved and now I've lost everything. I feel bad for those people, but the thing is, by the point in which anybody is getting into NFTs now, the bad things on NFTs have already been talked about a million times.
Oh,
So by
absolutely.
that point,
Crypto in general.
you have no excuse. If you're stupid enough to get involved in NFTs now, then like I totally get it and I feel bad for you,
Yeah,
but
it's
like
just
you set yourself up for this.
yeah. I
Oh shoot,
I
I'm not
feel
supposed to
sorry
attack
for
that.
you, but I have no sympathy for you.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
just
it,
there
it's
we
a
go. I'm running low
it's a
on beetles. Dang it.
it's a bit of a nuanced take, but yeah. Um,
At least someone to rescue me. Please, you must find a way to deactivate this force field. I'm sure those three-colored beams are powering the force field. If you find a way to deactivate them, I might be able to escape. From my understanding, this entire area is a combination of three different areas that had to get slapped together at the last minute because
oh,
production
so it's like
issues.
Isolith.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So my first time,
Isolith was that way because like the areas was just unfinished because of the production rush.
yeah, but
In
like
this
they
one,
also
I think it's like they had like the assets for like an entire different area, And then they had to combine it into this one because
Well, I meant more like with the monsters in
oh,
Isleth, because like you know the flaming demon legs, the demon chicken leg things are the bottom half of the zombie dragon in the painting,
all right, yeah,
and there's also the rehash of the asylum demon.
you know, fair.
Yeah, not to mention the capra demons being regular enemies now, and
Oh fuck! No, I didn't notice the sparkles.
oh, you could have captured it. Now it's too late. You'll never get that flower.
You're right.
How are you ever going to 100%?
I can just come back here later. Shoot, huh? The hypno snake? Why would I?
God. I haven't seen the live action Jungle Boat.
Which one?
You mean which one?
There's two of them.
There's two?
There's two.
Oh, well, neither.
So the first one is done with Bill Murray, and it's by the guy who directed Iron Man.
Is that the one that also has um, uh, Christopher Walken?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to be like you, shoo dabba. He actually sings
I
the
like
song. I love that.
you. You know what? One of my favorite Christopher Walken movies is Joe Dirt.
I can believe that. I have not seen Joe Dirt myself.
Oh man, he plays a school janitor that's actually, well, actually spoilers, but he plays a school janitor and he's the best dude. He he has at some point when he's like mopping a bathroom, he turns to a mirror. He's like, "Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? I know you ain't talking to me, but there's no one else. So are you talking to me?" But like in a very very Christopher Walken kind of way that I cannot even try to do justice.
That's fair. Fraser Walken, have you seen the video of him dancing in an empty?
No, that sounds amazing.
There's a video of him, and it's a music video, but he's dancing, and it's in the middle of a mall, and it's so good because it's so awkward just seeing him do this amazing dance, this amazing music, but it's in an empty ass mall.
Again, I love Christopher Walken. He's such an interesting person. Like he's such an interesting actor with a very distinct acting style.
That's fair. There's a lot of actors that I would argue are completely easy to just sort of miss, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
Christopher Walken is his own beast, but then there's like actors who are like completely devoid of personality, and those are the ones where I'm like, I feel bad for you.
yeah, yeah. The ones who are like even a bad actor can still be entertaining if they have personality. Look at Tommy Wiseau.
Tom Wiseau is an awful actor, but you know how many like things he's been involved in?
He's been involved in some fantastic things because he knows how to choose scenery. And that's what it is. Like if you're going to be bad at acting, at least be good at making a scene.
Be good, be bad, but please be
Don't be
interesting.
boring.
Don't be boring, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love really shitty games such as uh, Deadly Premonition because it's interesting.
Okay.
It's not a good game gameplay wise, but it is interesting in its characters.
I recently watched. I started watching a movie called RRR. It's an Indian movie from Bollywood, and it hits me right off the bat with this really good opening. So the movie opens with the first R, the story, and it's about a young girl who's kidnapped from her family by a wealthy, by a wealthy family from Europe during the time of the British occupancy of India, and it's a native village. It's a small family group dynamic, etc. And it opens with some really, really, really rough visuals in which a young daughter is taken from her family, and then when a British officer goes to shoot the mother, the villain is like, "What are you doing?" And he has this whole speech like, "That bullet had been made in a British factory, sent all the way from England. And to do so, it had to cross 3 countries, etc., etc. And by the time it reached here, it cost £1 sterling. And you would waste it on a native."
Oh God,
And it's
that's
so douchey, but it's so good.
oh yeah. No, I'm like, yeah, that's a real douchey thing to say, but also it's a fantastic villain. It's a fantastic villain line of "You are not worth the metal it would take to kill you."
Yeah.
Like, God, like I'm a big fan of like just villains who are unabashedly villainous. Like the kind who would spare someone not for like any kind of mercy, but because they feel it's literally not worth their time or money,
It's
or maybe
beneath
there's
them.
paperwork involved.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not even beneath them. It's just not worth it to them.
Yeah. The movie itself is great. One of the characters, so it stars 2 lead characters, Rom and actor, and actor is sort of the good guy, whereas Rom is the morally questionable one, since he's an officer for the British Empire. So a lot of the characters will call him traitor. What are you doing? And like he has reasons. They haven't gotten into it that deeply yet, since I'm only about 2 hours into a 3-hour movie. And but it's like just legitimately like good stuff all over the place, back and forth. They introduce Rom by having him fight his way through a group of petitioners, beating them up so he can arrest one man.
Oof.
And the one man's crime? Breaking a picture.
Oh God, that's so fucking petty.
It is so petty, but he was told to do it, so he did it because he's obsessed with
Following orders.
I wouldn't say following orders, because I believe he's doing it partially for the standing. He wants the rank and privilege that comes with the hard work. So he does all the hard work because he wants, at the end of the day, the position that comes with it. Sort of like people who will step on anybody in order to become manager, you know?
Oh yeah.
I mean, they still got like a decent heart, they're a decent person, but they're so obsessed with becoming manager that they probably are selling their soul a bit in the process. He is very much that kind of character. And I find that fascinating. Like, it's legitimately a good movie. It's on Netflix. I recommend anybody who's hearing me talking right now and thought to themselves, that sounds interesting, watch RRR. It is way better than I can ever describe it. Because I am leaving out so many impossibly cool details. Because it's all visual. It's a visual movie. It's one of those movies that said, I'm a movie. I can be visual. I'm going to make the best visuals I fucking can. And then it did.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm a big fan of the style of Bollywood, and we were talking about this before stream, but I think that the live action remake of Aladdin would have been so much better if they went full Bollywood. But unfortunately, the executives at Disney refused to let that happen, and as such, it just became a bland.
I think it's one of those cases where like just executives chose to play it safe, or somebody chose to play it safe. Maybe the writer chose to play it safe. Somebody,
Disney is God. I hate that so much because Disney can afford to take risks, and they don't.
I find that big studios take less risk than smaller ones, and that is the biggest shame.
Nintendo's an exception because they do take a lot of risks, and sometimes those risks don't play out. Look at the Wii U.
Wii
But
U.
sometimes those risks do work out. Look at the Switch.
No, no, no. Okay, thank
Oh,
God's sake.
thank God.
I thought I was gonna toss it off, and I was like, oh no.
Imagine Horace is watching, still alive, and just watches you throw it off the cliff. And it's like, ha! I'm better than you.
I'm in love with Susie.
God. Okay, I unironically ship Curdley.
That's fair.
You know, Chris and Birdley.
I get that. Personally, I think Susie and Birdley is. It is definitely a bad ship, but it is at least an amusing one.
Oh God. Oh God. That was so close to not.
Wee waha! I did it!
Imagine you get there and this is the wrong one.
Oh, this is the right one.
Okay.
I know my colors.
Do you?
Yeah, this one is Blorg, and that one was Orang.
Ah, yes. Did you know that? So, what is the orange ape? Uh, could you say the name of the species of the orange ape?
Orangutan.
Orangutan with a G at the end?
No, no, orangutan.
Yeah.
Orangatong. It's an
Orang
orange tangerine.
Yeah, so they're called orangutans, but uh Tang uh Tang, which is a brand of citrus fruit drink drink? I think they make
Tangerines.
drink.
Tangerines.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Yeah. It's a fruit company.
Yeah.
Marketed their things by calling them orangutans, and so now it's become sort of a that's become what it's known as, even though it was a marketing ploy. It's like Santa's red suit.
That's Coca-Cola, right?
Exactly. Basically, a marketing campaign ends up changing the entire perception of something on a global scale.
Monkeys,
And I think that is
particularly.
scary.
That is very
Well,
scary.
excuse you, orangutans are not monkeys, they're apes.
Have you played Ape Escape? They're definitely in Ape Escape. I'm just saying.
What?
And Ape Escape is about catching monkeys. So
Uh, hold up. Let me double check. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure there's an orangutan and
Those are not monkeys. Those are apes. They don't have tails.
Fair enough. Ape Escape is a good game though.
Yeah. We should play that. Oh man. You know what?
No, I fell into lava. I'm dead. Game over.
Rip.
Oh well.
Ape Escape should get a remake.
I would definitely pay for an Ape Escape remake.
I would too. Maybe an Ape Escape HD collection, like we got with Spyro and Crash.
I could see them doing the first game, probably not the second or third.
I love the design of the evil, like the leader,
Vector.
because because that was back when the edgelords had white hair instead of like the edgelords were defined by having like white hair and being moody, rather because it was before Shadow the Hedgehog, and Edge became associated with black and red.
Edge was already associated with black from the emo movie.
Well, no, not before Shadow. Black was associated with goth before it was associated with emo.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no.
That bridge retracted. It knew I was here.
Oh no, someone must be spying on you.
No, this is
If
just
only you
this is
had
a combat arena. Yay!
If only you had some sort of gemstone that it's Slimer.
Ew!
If
Oh,
only you had
God.
some sort of gemstone that could turn you invisible.
You know, without killing me.
I mean,
That's a smiling burl. I can't pronounce any of those things. I'm gonna be totally honest.
it's a whirly bird. God.
Alright, bring it on. By the way, the music here, you might not hear it, but this is very much like the Bionicle movie, the first one.
Mask of Light?
Yeah.
I like Mask of Light.
Mask of Light had great music, just saying. Like, all the Bionicle
Mask of
movies
Light
had, like,
was a great subversion of, like...
The hero's journey.
Not the hero's journey, but the Chosen One concept.
That's fair.
Because the Chosen One not only didn't want to be the Chosen One, he also put the responsibility on his best friend, getting his best friend killed.
Yep, and then he turned his best friend into his fucking motorcycle, which is radical as fuck.
And then he resurrected his best friend before sacrificing himself.
By the way, if I die, turn me into a motorcycle.
No, when you die, I'm gonna clean your skull and use it for Hamlet. Give you the Tchaikovsky treatment.
That's fair.
You know, David Tennant, I believe, was the only one to actually use the skull in the actual play, whereas everyone else used it in rehearsal and then stopped using it upon realizing that it was a real skull. And David Tennant was the first one to actually use it in the play.
To be fair, if I found out that like I was holding a real person's skull, and that if I fucked up my line while like on set, that I might ruin some dead person's dream.
And then learning that dead person is Tchaikovsky.
I would probably say to myself, like, maybe this is too much.
Yeah, but not for David Tennant. That guy is an absolute master at theater.
We recently talked about Doctor Who in like one of our last streams.
Yes, we talked about Dalek.
Yeah, we talked about Dalek, but I also was thinking about Voyage of the Damned, the Space Titanic episode.
Yeah, that was the first one after Martha left.
Yes, that was the one after Martha left the crew because the Doctor left his shields down. And
yeah,
the next episode was the reintroduction of fan favorite Donna Noble.
Yes. Oh my God, the reintroduction, the window scene. You know, where they see each other through the windows and start talking, and Adam Foster is just like right there, looking at both of them, being like, "Am I interrupting you two?"
I love that scene.
It is so good. Apparently that was improvised, like by like the later part was improvised by Catherine Tate.
I can believe that. Catherine Tate's great.
Yeah,
she's also a comedian by trade.
Oh, absolutely. She was in The Office.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, her character dated Dwight's. Her character dated Dwight.
Her character probably drove Dwight to several states of insanity.
Implying Dwight isn't already there.
I mean, he's getting close, but give him time.
God, Dwight, you ignorant slut.
I like Dwight. He's funny.
Yeah, yes, he's funny, but he's a very reactionary character. like a lot of the humor is derived from him reacting to the stuff that people are
Do to him,
doing.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Boom! I got the nose needler. You see that? That nose needler is
yeah.
mine now.
Jim made me hit my face with my phone, and it's like, how does that even happen? It's like, oh yeah, I every day I put a nickel into his phone, and then just after about a month, I just went in and I removed them all.
There we go. Okay, I need this guy. I need this guy. Boom! Tree creature. Boom! He's mine. Health.
Yeah,
Health. Health. Thank goodness for health.
nice. You should probably just farm health.
Maybe.
Is there is there a save point? Because it's getting a bit late. We've been going for over an hour and a half.
Yeah, we're like near the end of this dungeon. This is like the
Uh,
very end of it.
oh, okay. God, I love Catherine Tate. She is a fantastic actress.
Yeah. So in Voyage of the Damned, great episode by the way. There's one quote that always sticks with me, and it's the one in which they reveal that the survivor, one of the only two survivors from this group of generally likable people, is an absolutely awful person who's like, "Oh, thank you, doctor. This is great because I'm going to be rich now and I don't care about any of the other people who died, etc., etc." And one of the characters is like, "Not the one you would have picked to survive, huh? But if you
Yeah,
could get to choose who lives and who dies, that'd make you some sort of monster, wouldn't it?"
yeah.
And
I think one of my favorite episodes that really puts into perspective like who the Doctor is the one where he is it's the planets in the sky. You know, with Davros. It's the
yeah,
Children of Time. The Children of Time speech specifically, where it's like you who will never hold a gun, fashion others into weapons to pull the trigger for you. How many have died in your name?
yay! I did it.
Yay! Oh, she was in DuckTales. I still need to see that.
She was
Magica Dispel.
yeah, the main antagonist.
Yeah.
Well, of season 1.
I should watch it. I've watched the pilot.
You should really watch the rest of it. I will watch the
I
rest of it with
know. I
you.
just don't have time.
That's fair. It is a lengthy series. The ending is really worth it though, just to get
I
there.
I need to. Oh, she was in the Jack Black Gulliver Travels.
Neat. What should she play there?
Queen Isabel.
From Phineas and Ferb?
No, from Gulliver's Travels.
Isabel was in Gulliver's Travels?
Queen Isabel.
She's a queen now?
Okay, fuck you. This is the second time we've had the joke. First time was whenever. This is the second time we've done this joke. The first time was when we were talking about Isabel from Animal Crossing. Oh.
Fair enough. To be fair, I really did not know that you were talking about Isabel the dog. My thought process went mentally to Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, that's a good show. But why that one in particular? That's so strange.
That's weird. Anytime I hear Isabel, my immediate thought is Animal Crossing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for freeing me. It's been so horrible in there. I must go back to my husband as soon as possible. He must be out of his mind with worry. That monster just walked right through me. Please come with me. I'm sure my husband will be eager to thank the hero who rescued his beloved wife.
Yeah. She was in a couple episodes of Drunk History.
I can believe that.
I love Captain Tate.
The hero has returned. You rescued my wife. How could I ever repay you? I didn't realize when we first met that you were an apprentice of our friend Imhotep. He said that he wants to speak with you in the Sun Shrine. He also asked me to give you this. He seemed to think it would prove to be useful in your quest. You got a passport. Yay!
Oh god damn! All that for a passport?
The official document gives unlimited access to the city of Abydos.
Oh god.
To be fair, this game does not do dungeon items, which I think is probably the thing I would say that it should have borrowed from Zelda more. You know?
Maybe. Yeah. Well, so I have mixed feelings about dungeon items because on one hand they are a great way to show progression. However, on the other hand, um, there are Zelda games that do not have dungeon items in the same sense, that are still like, which are even better for it, such as Link Between Worlds.
Fair enough.
In Link Between Worlds, all the items you use, you buy them, and you can buy them as soon as the second dungeon, uh, and it gives you more freedom to choose which order you want to play things in, and and I think that is better because the items that are in the dungeons, uh, don't have that feeling of like, oh, well, why was the boss keeping this here if it's the only thing that can kill it? You know, um, the rewards for dungeon chests are like new tunics and power gloves and and metal that can increase the Master Sword's power.
Yeah, so these guys give you stuff while farming. He gave me 50 scarabs. I did not need 50 scarabs. But,
Yeah, you need to buy a new wallet.
can't buy a new wallet. What you do is that, like, the midpoint of the game, if you give, like, a bunch of money to one dude, he's like, oh, you're so thankful, but I have no need for all this money. Here's my large purse.
Oh God! All right, are we gonna call it a night?
Uh, do we want to get to the Sun Palace, or do we want to,
We can save that. All
Okay.
right.
Because we just finished 2 major dungeons.
Yeah, and I'm
Fair,
exhausted.
one was mostly already finished. So this is technically 1 major dungeon.
Let's call it dungeon and a half.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you everybody for watching. Definitely check out some of the other stuff, such as Pokemon Black, which recently finished. There is also um,
Oh, I never showed you this. This is cool.
Wind Waker. Oh. Oh, I get it. It's like it kind of looks like the dude from, oh, that just had the one.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go. Gotta follow my
Follow my
rainbow.
rainbow.
Can't stick around now. Just
Around,
keep
just
moving.
keep moving on.
Yeah, you get a speed boost.
Nice. So yeah, check out some of the other stuff such as Pokemon Black or Wind Waker. There's also 2 Dungeons and Dragons campaigns. One is Curse of Strahd.
The other is Realm of Tapir or something.
World of Tapir, which is a homebrew that I have created and I am running, and things are getting really intense.
How intense are they?
Watch the latest episode and find out.
Somebody
Someone may have
escapes.
died.
Oh, somebody died. Ooh, shoot. That is very intense.
I said may have died. You have to watch to find out.
Rat, I was very excited for death. Oh, well.
Uh, comment challenge. Do you want to think of one?
Did you see that somersault jump? That's cool.
Is that the question?
No. Yeah, did you see my awesome somersault jump? You have to answer that in order to watch the next video. Next question. What kind of dungeon? Get dungeon from like a video game. It could be like a tabletop role playing game. It could be like any dungeon. It could even be like the dungeon from Oblivion if you're feeling particularly nostalgic. What is your favorite dungeon in any video game?
Any video game?
Any video game, yeah.
Oh god, that's really tough. Oh god. Off the top of my head, I really like the Stone Tower Temple from Majora's Mask because it is a culmination of everything you've learned up to that point, which is what you want in a final dungeon.
That's the one where you flip it, right?
Yep.
Mm.
And the cool thing about its music is that the four main instruments of the music are a drum, a string instrument, horns, and an ocarina, which are the instruments that Link uses in the various forms.
Fair enough. That's kind of clever.
Yeah, it is what I think is a quintessential final dungeon. Like, it is great in every way I can think of. Uh, Other dungeons I would say are great are the Water Temple from Ocarina of Time and the Snow Peak from Twilight Princess.
That's not a dungeon.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's a dungeon in the sense of the dungeon, but it doesn't have a dungeon. When I say dungeon, I mean like the dungeon from Oblivion.
Okay, so temples don't count?
I guess temples count. We'll
Yeah,
count
okay.
temples for this.
Alright.
Why not? Because I said dungeon in like the loosest term possible, and like many games call their
Cool.
stuff dungeons.
Yeah. Alright. But yeah, I guess I guess definitely Stone Tower Temple is up there.
Alright. I don't actually have an answer, so.
Okay. Well, with that out of the way, there's all to say that. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.